lovely people, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to cut two pieces skirt. But at the end of the day we are going to have a 3 pieces because we are going to add zip to it. So I have my zip allowance and I folded my fabric into 4. Even though it's 2 pieces, I folded it into 4. Now you determine the fold of your fabric based on how much you want it to flow at the down here. So for me, I have folded this 20 inches. So when you open up, the front alone will be 40, the back alone will be 40, and then plus zip allowance of 1.5 at the back. Okay, so I have some demarcations here, and so from my waist, the skirt length I'm using is 40, but I've taken 2 from it, making 38 plus 1 for sewing allowance, making 39. So I have a length of 39 inches here. So when I measure from waist to hip, what I have here, I've measured 8 instead of 9. I measured 8. That's because I'm going to add 2 inches of band to it. So I measured 8. You can measure 7. I will sew. When I add 8, it will take some half inch. So instead of you can make yours 7.5, and this one is high waist, so it will not cause any problem. So 8, and this is 17. That is waist to knee. The knee is not exactly a knee, it's 2 inches above a knee. So when I add the 2 inches band to it, it's going to be 18.5, which is okay, and the rest is the down. And so I'm going to place my measurement on it. Hip is 43, so I'm going to make it 44. You divide it by 4, and that is going to be 11. And so I have it here, 11. Now when you fold your fabric, it also includes sewing allowance. So the fabric I folded, it includes sewing allowance. So 11 will be here. I have 11 here. Then I'm going to add 2 inches allowance to it, and that's going to be 13. So I have 13 here. When I come to the waist is 26. This is divided by 4 is going to be 6.5, and I'll add 2 inches allowance to it. That is going to be 1 and 2, 8.5. I'll make it 9. So 9 here. Okay, and then I'll come to the knee side. Now when we check the hip I have here 13. At the knee side, I'm going to make it 12. I'm going to make it 12. You can go in a bit. I'll make it 11.5. Then I'll come to the down here. I'm going to mark everything 20. The 20 includes sewing allowance. And so I'll join the points here. And so at the knee side, it depends on how much you want it to go in. I reduced 1.5 from it. You can make it 1 or 1 inch, depends. And I'm going to join it to the hip. Then I will join it to the waist. So this is it. This is our 2 pieces, and I'm going to divide the zip line into 2. So this is it. I'm going to hold the zip area with pins. Pins. Okay, so we have it this way. So when we open up, this is it. Like I said, this one, no need for that. This is it. This is the back. So when you use this for my band, I'm going to use this for my band. The band length is going to be 2 inches, but when I fold this, I have 3 inches. So by the time I finish sewing, by the time I finish sewing, I'll get the 2 inches. So I'm going to add stiff to it and sew it out very well. And I'm going to place this on a lining and cut a lining for it. So I have lining for each, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the lining to the fabric. This is the right side, and so I will join the lining from the right side of it this way, and then sew everything to it, turn it, give it a top stitch, iron it to be equal with the waist. I'll do the same thing for the back also, and then I will sew the zip allowance line, iron it, and then come and show it to you. Then I'm going to attach stiff to the band, iron it very well, fold both sides this, and then come and show it to you. Okay guys, so here is it. I'm done lining, and this is the band I'm going to use. I'm going to place my dart on it. Dart of 7 divided by 2 is going to be 3.5. So I'll place 3.5 here, then ½ inch on. I'll still have enough for allowance. Then I'm going to measure 6 inches here. Okay, I will trace it. So guys, this is it. I'm going to sew the darts all. After, I'm going to add my band to it. I'll be adding my band to it. So after sewing the dart, I'll add the band to it this way. This is how I folded the band. So everything is 2 inches here. So I'll just add it to it this way. Place it on top. And then sew everything together. And I'll do the same thing also for the back also. Now I'm going to place my measurements on it. So after, I'll just join it together and come and show the result to you. The waist is 26. When I attach the band, I will trace it on the band. So 26, I'm going to measure 13. And so I have 13 here, 1 2 3 3.5. So I'm going to measure 1.5 quarter, that is 1.75 here, 1.75, and 1.75 also here. Then I'll come to the knee side. I'm going to measure 3 inches here. I'll measure 3 inches here. Okay, so let me check what I'll have here. So 17, it means at the end of the day I'm going to have 34. It's 17.5, so it means at the end of the day I'm going to have 35 all round. Okay, then I'll come to the down here. I'll measure 2 inches. 2 inches. You can make it 1.5. I'll measure 2 inches also here. Okay, so I'll be joining the points together. Sorry, I didn't mark my hip. And so the hip is 43, and I have, so 43 is going to be 21.5. So I have 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So I'll measure 1.75. I'll measure the same thing also here. Okay, so I'll join with my curve this way. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to sew through the shape. So I'll just join front and back together after attaching the band. Okay guys, so this is it. I am done with it. And then the knee side here, instead of 3 inches, I made it 2 inches. So this is it. And this is the down parts. This is the down parts. The down parts. Okay, and the back too, I have added zip to it. I've added zip. If you a beginner, you don't know how to attach zip like this, I have a video in the description box. Check and know how to attach a zip to your dress. And I also close it from the down to where my zip ends. And this place, I'm going to knit everything together, and then just as I've held it with pins, I'm going to hem it down to prevent it from showing outside. So I'm going to put this on the mannequin for you to see. Thanks so much for watching. If you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. Like and share this video. Bye bye.